Hello, I'm Brandy with Zoom Roses, and today I am going to teach you how to make a fall fun vase arrangement. So you're going to need any type of gathering vase, glass gathering vase in the 7 to 8, 9 inch height range. You can get these at Dollar Tree or at any wholesaler. You're going to need one of our Autumn Breeze pre-made bouquets and the flowers out of our fall mix combo box. So we have 2 stems of our yellow solidago, 2 stems of our orange daisies, 2 stems of the fall cushion, and then 3 of these beautiful red rovers, which are going to be our focal flowers today. So let's get started. The reason why I love the pre-made bouquets that we have here at Zoom, it makes it so easy just to cut them and drop them down into a vase. You really don't have to do much rearranging to them. You're just gonna pop the rubber band off, and then I like to measure it up against how tall my vase is, and that kind of lets me know where to cut the stems. Give those ends a good cut. It might take you a second to get through some of the more woody stems that are in the arrangement. And then I just drop it in the vase. Then I'm going to just fluff it a little bit and move the pieces around to get them where I want them to be. You may have to stretch them out a little bit. Like in this one, all of the leather leaf is on one side, so I'm going to move it just a little bit. This one needs to be cut just a tiny bit shorter, and I want to take off any greenery that might end up down in the vase because that can cause bacteria to grow. And then just put it right back in there. I'm going to take out the 3 cattail palm for the time being. I will put those back in. And then if you have all of your fall leaves on one side, you can spread them out a little bit and put some on both sides, just like this. But it's got a really nice mix of greenery in it, so you really don't have to add anything to it if you don't want to, just like that. And then I can keep playing with it and spreading it apart as needed while I make the arrangement. Okay, there we go, just like that. That sago palm is nice. Now this is going to be kind of a one-sided arrangement, but we're going to have flowers that will kind of spread to the back. We don't want our backside, the backside of our arrangement to be completely empty. Now the first thing that we're going to need to do is place our focal flowers. So what I like to tell my students is think of triangles. So when we place these in this arrangement, we're going to make a triangle. So one of them is going to be a little bit further down here, one is going to be taller, and then another one over here. They're not going to be at the same height. So I'm going to place one at an angle down here, and then I'll play with their placement in just a second when I turn the arrangement back around. I'm going to pull off any foliage that could possibly be down in the water. I like to measure up against the side of the vase when I cut, so I know how long I need to cut my stems. And I'm going to place this one over here. And then this one I'm going to place kind of over here, so I'll have a triangle. I like to place them in at an angle, and I just kind of, if I need to push up against the greenery stems to get it down in there, I like to twist the stem so that you don't break the stem. Okay, so I'm going to take a look real quick. Ooh, those fall leaves are really pretty. I like that messy look of the fall leaves. All right, so now I have placed my red rovers in a triangle. Let's go in with our yellow daisies. So I'm going to pull off some of the blooms from the bottom just because these can get really thick. There's quite a few blooms on there. So I might decide to pull off a few, especially if they're going to be short and end up in the water, just to kind of clean it up so it's got a nice tuft of flowers at the top, okay? So I have 2 stems of this. I'm going to place one of them down here and over to the side of this red rover. And I'm going to place it a little bit deeper into the arrangement than the focal flower. And then I'm going to do the same with the other stem of yellow daisy. So if I put one down here, I'm going to come up here. Yes, I'm going to come up here and kind of place it a little bit taller and on the opposite side of the arrangement. And kind of sink it low. And then with our fall cushion, same thing. Pull off any stems or any blooms that might be a little bit too low, that might end up in the water. I'll put one over here. And see this one, it's got this bloom way down here. I'm gonna pull that off. Put it aside for something fun. Pull these off. Pull off any leaves that could possibly start wilting before the flowers. Clean it up. And then I'm going to place this one up here. Just like that. I'm going to turn it around for a moment so I can take a look. It looks like some things have moved. This is one of the hardest things for students is when you're doing vase arrangements, things move around as you place new flowers. So yes, you're going to have to go back in, clean some things up, and put them back where you'd like them to be. Sometimes you find out your greenery is too long, sometimes your greenery is too short, and you need to move it around. So that's what I'm doing now, is I am cleaning up my greenery and making sure everything is sitting where it needs to be. And that's okay, it's not going to look perfect the first time you place the flowers. As long as you're gentle with the flowers, you can definitely fix their placement after the fact and move around some of that greenery as well. I might even decide to cut a piece of the fall flowers, and since this doesn't have to be in water, even if it doesn't reach the water, as long as it's snug down in there, it can sit amongst the foliage, just if I want to distribute some of the red leaves in different places. So now I've kind of manipulated my flowers and put them back to where they needed to be after placement. Now it's a little bit more evenly distributed. Now I'm going to trim up the bottom of my solidago just a little bit, just the bottom, just like that. And I see a few spots where it needs this filler flower. And everybody's arrangement might look a little bit different from the next one, and that's okay. As long as the flowers are evenly distributed around the arrangement, it's going to look beautiful. And if you've made a triangle with your 3 focal flowers, that's really going to help. Having those all crushed in together is what's going to make it look very compact and crowded. So I put one piece there, and I think I'm going to put another piece over here. And when I put things into a vase arrangement, I don't usually go straight down unless it's flowers in the center. I always go at an angle. So most of these flowers are going to hit the side of the vase, not so much the bottom of the vase. All right. You could even add an extra piece of solidago if you would like, if you have enough in your fall mix box to add that. Now I have my cattails, so I'm just going to put those in a triangle around the arrangement. Let's see, I'm gonna put one right here, just like that. And again, these are, they can go down in the water, but they'll look just fine even after they dry out. Now all you have to do is fluff it and move your flowers around the way that they need to be, and you're good to go. This is our beautiful fall arrangement with our fall mix box from Zoom and our Autumn Breeze pre-made bouquet.